You get teleported 3 meters to your left. How does that change your life?
Tom in 713 suffocated in a wall.
I made it. I sit at my boss's desk now. This my company now.
I'm currently laying on my right side scrolling on my phone. So I appear 3 meters above my bed then fall right back where I was. The air suddenly became fresher and warmer. Appreciating all the birds chirping while falling from 19th floor.
I am now half inside a container. I am dead.
You've been hit by. You've been struck by. Struck. I'll be falling from 50 meters to the ground. Guess I'm dead.
What is a superpower that is underrated that you would want?
The power to locate literally everything. Missing equipment? No need to tear though many rooms just to find it. Many missing people found. Did the Holy Grail exist? Time to find out.
Illusions. The possibilities are endless.
Electrokinesis. Too many people sleep on the power to control electricity lads. There was an X-Men character with the power to make everyone forget he existed. It turns out, Hess the one responsible for a ton of shit that happened, but, well, no one remembers. I forget the characters' names.
I feel like a lie detecting ability would be amazing.
The ability to understand any language, whether written or spoken. Edit. Thanks for the Reddit gold, whoever you are.
What's the most senseless logic you've ever seen in a porn film?
You never orgasm, because your clitoris is in your throat.
He is beating his meat. Don't give him privacy.
The lifeguard for a bathtub is a classic.
Wife suspicious the babysitter is trying to steal husband so tells him. Husband says she is imagining it is babysitter rides him in full view lol.
There's a strange man in my house, better fuck him.
A dick in a pumpkin.
What screams I peaked in high school?
I dated a guy with his high school mascot tattooed on his arm. It was such a turn off.
A guy who graduated from my high school back in 2003 was arrested a few years ago for his second DUI. He was wearing his Letterman jacket in his mugshot.
Partying with high schoolers when you're 30.
Sharing every memory from Facebook talking about the good old days and wish we could go back when it's only been a few years since graduation. Still bullying the nerds at your 10-year reunion.
Me, in a horrid realization, in the back of my 92 Camaro, while icing the knee I blew out at the championship game senior year, reading through the divorce papers.
Your newly acquired superpower is no one can lie to you. What is your first move?
I imagine after a while people just wouldn't talk to you. And at first you'd find a lot of hurtful things said to you. Hit up the poker room in the nearest casino. And still lose my money because that wouldn't help me at all.
Ask myself what I want to do in life. Go see my mother-in-law and start asking her compulsive lying self tons of questions that I've never been able to get a straight answer to. Then I'd go do something not self-serving and get a job working in a courtroom.
Where do you want to eat? To my girlfriend.
I would ask government officials if aliens exist.
What is the most horrifying, haunting image or moment that you can't get out of your head?
That guy in France that fell out of a third-story window onto a 4-foot pole and it like went into his ass and ended as a hump in his shoulder but didn't break the skin. He was still alive when the paramedics came. It was all on video. Crazy.
My dad suffered with a terminal illness. Was horrifying watching him fade away in front of my eyes, and there wasn't anything anyone could do about it. I was there the moment he died, and that moment will live with me forever.
Little boy who had been mauled by 2 dogs. His whole head had been degloved. Somehow he lived. Lost part of his arm, and they broke a lot of his bones by literally biting right through them.
Deep sleepers, what have you slept through?
A tornado. I woke up and my neighbor's roof was gone.
Earthquakes. My grandmother was staying at my house, and one night, she got up to get some water, and fell and broke her hip. I slept through the ambulance arriving to pick her up.
I slept through a test that was at 8 p.m. I've slept through a hurricane and a break-in. The guys didn't come in my room, so all my stuff was fine, but my dad, who leaves his phone charging on the counter, got all his shit stolen.
A fire alarm. My parents thought I had died when they got out of the house, and I wasn't there.
For 10 seconds, stop what you're doing and just listen. What do you hear?
The air conditioner, and cicadas outside.
Took my headphones out on the train, somewhat watching a movie on full volume, headphones back in.
Seagulls. Squeaking little bastards.
My neighbor moving around, a fan in the bedroom, a clock ticking even though I don't own a manual watch. Also, my partner started to drum his belly.
My coworker typing, the clock on the wall ticking, the humming of my computer, and the humming of the fluorescent light bulbs above my head.
Computer fan. And my hopes and dreams slowly dying.
A fan.
You have $20 left for food for 7 days. What do you buy?
Rice and beans. Might even be able to do a month. Soup, beans, rice, eggs.
I'm going to go off topic and ask this, you good Dop? Would sending a pizza your way help? If this question is in regards to a current real-life circumstance, one I'm sure many others would be willing to help.
A knife, and then I rob all these others fools for their $20s.
Big bag of rice, big bag of frozen vegetables, and a dozen eggs. So long as you have some sauces / condiments, a bowl of rice / veg / eggs can be very tasty and filling.
As a kid, what did you regularly eat or drink in secret, hoping no one would notice?
Orange juice concentrate. The frozen stuff you're supposed to add water to. I'd eat it frozen with a spoon.
Vinegar, straight up. I could drink that shit by the pint. But I didn't hide it. I reveled in the awe and disgust of my family and friends as they watched me.
I drank syrup and soy sauce a lot when I was younger. I had a big frosting phase too until I got super sick and threw up everywhere. Now I hate sweet things, lol.
Raw cookie batter from the fridge. If it was covered in plastic wrap, fair game. If aluminum foil, forbidden. The foil signified that a particular batch of cookies was a gift for someone else.